grow, just with myself. I don't wanna grow.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'll be showing y'all step by step how I got this super bomb frontal wig install. And if you guys want the inside scoop, keep watching, give this video a big thumbs up, and let's just get right into it. So here is her wig. I already pre-plucked it, I already bleached the knots, already sprayed some lace tint on it. So I'm just showing y'all what it looks like right now before I put it on her head. This pre-made unit did come as a bob already, which is perfect for this look. So the first thing I always do is grease the scalp of my client's head. You guys never know whose scalp is more sensitive than others, so I make sure that I do that first and foremost. And I just use my wild growth hair oil. It's pretty good on everybody for the most part. So next, I'm slicking back the edges because we want to make sure that we get all those loose hair around the edges out of the way for the frontal install. When you go ahead and put that ball cap on, like, you don't want any hair to be connected to that freeze spray, that glue, nothing. So I always take my black bottle of Got To Be Gel glue in combination with my yellow bottle of freeze spray, and I just slick back those edges with a small brush. Then of course I just take my blow dryer to smooth those edges back into place. Next, I'm taking a brown stocking cap, and I always do brown for my brown skin girls. It just helps everything blend better. And I'm taking a very small size scissors to cut out her ears in order to help the cap lay down much better. Now I'm going back in with the same freeze spray, and I'm spraying that around her edges, where we will then cut the cap after it is dry. So after this, I usually put people under the dryer for about 15 minutes to let that ball cap really dry down. It's really important to let that ball cap dry down completely. You don't want any lifting, any frail edges on the cap at all, because that gets mixed in with the lace and it's just not cute, and you can see underneath the frontal. So make sure that you let that ball cap dry down super dry. Once she's out from under the dryer, I just take a makeup brush and the color shade of her skin, her foundation shade, and I'm just putting that all over the dry, again, emphasis on dry, dry ball cap. And this is before I cut it. I don't cut the cap first and then put makeup. I put that on there first. It's just a lot easier, again, you guys. So that's what I'm doing now, and then I'm gonna cut to the cap after. This next step is really important. You don't know what people are allergic to, how their skin is. For one, the scissors are in contact with their skin. For two, the makeup from the ball cap is also in contact with their skin. So you just want to make sure that you clean it down. I use, I think, 70% alcohol, and then of course I go in with skin protectant after. That's so important too. You can do skin protectant or a witch hazel, anything that protects their skin from like the glue. I mentioned earlier that I did use lace tint on her lace, which I did. I used light brown, I think, or medium brown for her. But then I also go in with the same foundation shade on her lace because I like that extra melt. I don't do this on all my clients, but just some. But for her, this is like a better melt for her. This is what I do, and I just put that all over the hairline, and then I spray it down with some freeze spray, and then I blow dry it, and then I proceed to install. So when I'm applying the wig, I always drag it forward first on their forehead, and then I have them hold it down in the front, and then I pull down the back. I already adjusted the adjustable straps within the wig, and then I just stick that comb right up underneath the braids. I don't sew wigs down in the back, I mean, unless it's requested by clients, which for me, little to none. So yeah, I just secure the adjustable straps, and then if it has, I think hers did have a band in it, so it's even more secure, and then I just adjust it back in the front. Next are ear tabs. This is a pretty tricky part, but literally for ear tabs, y'all, it just takes practice, because I've had times when I've cut too much lace off. But I take the comb and I literally just draw a straight, like, horizontal line across their ear, making sure I don't cut their ear, of course, and I draw the line down a little bit further, like further than I think I would need to cut it, just in case, because you don't want to cut off too much lace. So it's always good to, you know, start lower and then you know, go higher with the scissors if need be. But yeah, so that's what I do on both sides. Pretty simple. I normally eyeball this. I don't do this, but just for video purposes, I took a little clip that I usually use, and I just kind of outline on top of her lace where that glue will go, because you want to make sure that you don't put down too much glue on the skin that's over the lace, or too less glue, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want it to be very proportionate. So always just like outline that if you do have an issue with like gluing down the lace. So the lace glue that I now use is the ErickaJ Hold Me Down Adhesive. I swear by this glue, y'all. Like, I used to use Bold Hold Active, which I still do, but this glue is it, and it's okay. Well, the bottle that I bought is expensive, but she does have smaller sizes, and it's like the #1 glue on the market right now, so cop yours when you can. But this glue, I love it because it dries fast. For one, it smooths out great, and you don't even need too much, and the hold is super strong, y'all, like in the water and out. So yeah, so I make sure that I put my first layer of glue on her cap. That's what I do. I outline the cap in between her cap and her skin, and I make sure that I put the glue there first, just so that you seal that ball cap down. Then you proceed with the second and the third layer to put the glue further down where you drew that outline line, if that makes sense, closer to the skin where the lace will then lay. I hope that makes sense, but y'all will see how I do it in the video. So once my third layer is on, I make sure that I blow dry it on cool heat, not hot, because hot will like literally burn the glue. So cool heat only on high. So high cool heat until that's like almost tacky enough for you to lay that lace down. So I make sure that I cut my lace in 3 sections. It's just easier for me, the one part in the middle and 2 on the side. And I literally lay my lace so slow. I put this in real time for y'all because I want y'all to see how careful I am with laying my lace. I don't like do it quick. Take my rat tail comb, I push it into the skin and I push it back. So I do 1 section at a time until everything's glued down, and then I'm gonna go in with my blow dryer on cool again, blow it, and then I'm gonna tie her down thereafter. So I like to use the eyebrow razor to cut my lace. I like the look that it gives the lace. It's not too straight, not too, you know, boxy. It's very like, you know, feather. That's how it's supposed to look, very natural. And then of course, if I need to touch up, I will go in with my scissors. But the pattern that I go in with my eyebrow utensil is zigzag motion. That's very important. You don't want your lace to look like straight across, you know, too boxy. That's not cute. So sis wants a side part today, so we're doing a side part, a left side part, and I'm doing it curved because the 2 sides of her lace, of her wig rather, is 2 inches back. So I did her side part kind of closer to the middle so that we could have that really nice swoop, and then I just kind of tame it down with some of my Nairobi mousse, and then I'm gonna go in with my tweezers to define the part even more. So here's something that I learned from Slay by Jordan. He makes sure that he takes out the baby hairs before he even ties that lace down, because you want the melt to be like in the form that you want it to be in, if that makes sense. So she wanted some light baby hairs, so I make sure that I take the baby hairs out where I want to place them first, and then I'm going to use my freeze spray or any type of hairspray that you prefer and spray down that lace even more, because you guys see how there's kind of like a light cast around her lace. That's very normal. But to get that melt, I take out the baby hairs first, and then I spray down the lace with some Got2b, and then I tie that bad boy down with a elastic band to make it super tight, and when that elastic band comes off, the melt is there. So that tip is really helpful. Y'all, this girl is such a fool. I love her. But she's feeling herself too much. So yeah, when she comes back out under the dryer, because I do put her under the dryer after I tie that elastic band down on her for another 15 minutes, 15 or 30 depending on what you know, whatever you will. And then I make sure that I cut her baby hairs in the direction that I want to cut them in. You guys can already see the difference with the lace, right? Like you see what I mean with the spray and then the elastic band. It's just a whole nother look. So I go ahead and I want to form the baby hairs first. That is super important. I form the baby hairs first before I style, because you don't want to style and then go back in and try to do the baby hairs, and then that messes up the curls or the crimps or whatever. So I take my Nairobi foam wrap mousse with my black bottle of Got To Be gel, and I do it with a two-sided edge brush, and I always use the comb side. Like I don't use the brush. I feel like it's too harsh for the lace. So I zoomed in so that y'all can see exactly like how I do it. She wants very, very light baby hair, you guys. So like I'm barely even like touching the lace, like just very light swoops, very natural. And I form them with the mousse first, and then once I get it in the way that I want it, she has me cracking up. Once I get it in the way that I want it, that is when I will then kind of seal them with the Got To Be gel. That's the purpose of using both. So I know y'all have seen these at the beauty supply before. I take my little paper wraps and I just tie that down. I used two, but I only showed y'all one, but I do use two, and I tie her edges down before I style. So either you can tie this down and then sit them under the dryer, or you can just tie them down and style. By the time you finish styling, they should be good to go. And I use the Fantasia Heat Protectant Serum. I've used the serum and the spray before. Both work the same, and I just run that through the entire head, but I make sure that I make sure that I rub it up in my hands first, because if you just slap that grease right on the hair, it's not gonna look cute. And then I just section off the hair, and then I'm just gonna flat iron it. I use the Babyliss Pro flat iron. It works really, really well. But any hot flat iron that gets to like 450 degrees is fine. And I'm just gonna style her hair. So I'm gonna skip through this process, and y'all will see the end result. So this is what we're looking like. Real laid, real sleek, real cute soccer mom kind of look. Bobs are her favorite, and they're definitely my favorite on her. So I'm just taking my spritz spray to just spray those flyaways down. Usually I use that or my wax stick, but I'll just use my spritz for today, and I'm just combing it down after. And then I'm just taking some powder makeup on a angled brush to just define that part a little bit more, to make it look more natural, realistic, and less closed up. So you guys see what I mean when I said to do the baby hairs first? It just makes the process so much easier, faster, and more sleek, because all you have to do is then just reveal at the end. And here's the final look. Very, very nice, simple, very cute. I really, really love this install. I hope that you guys did too. I hope that y'all are feeling it as much as I am. Please book with me if you guys are in the Valdosta area. I will leave all my information down below. Follow me on my hair page, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.